grandma, a teacher for 34 years and a grandmother of two pretty little girls. I woke up this morning feeling very bright and happy, and I thought, let me talk today about positivity. So, who would you consider to be a positive person? Now, positivity is a mindset. You get two types of people, a negative person and a positive person. The negative person is the person who focuses only on the problem. They can't go beyond the problem. A positive person, on the other hand, looks at the problem, recognizes the problem, but then does one step further. That person goes and looks for a solution to the problem. So the person will look not for one solution, he will look at 1 and 2 and 5 and 10, because there are various solutions to every problem. At the end of the day, we have to identify which is the right solution for our problem. So a positive person will not only focus on the problem, the positive person will go further and look for a solution. A negative person, on the other hand, ruminates. And when I say ruminate, we take the problem and we roll it in our head and we think about it, and most often we overthink about it. And we get irritated, we get critical, we criticize people, we get angry, we grumble a lot, and we even go to the extent of becoming sometimes abusive. What I would tell you to do is to introspect. Introspect and see, am I a person who's negative, I only see the problem, or am I a person who sees the problem but goes a step further and finds a solution to the problem? There are problems everywhere, but there are solutions everywhere. And so, a positive person focuses on a solution. I will tell you, when I was a young girl, I was not very positive, okay? I was very critical of myself. I was very negative because I felt that in the situation that I was in, the feelings that I got and the reactions I got from many people were rather negative. To the extent that when we had a party at home, my mother would always call me party mood. Why party mood? Because when there was a party, I was always in a bad mood. So I do love parties. I do love to dance and have fun at parties. But in those days, when I was a younger person, I was a person who was not. I will say that I did meet a very interesting and a very lovely principal. So I finished my 10th standard. I went to my 11th standard and I failed my 11th standard because I had taken science. It was not my cup of tea. And then I went for admission to a college. In those days, you could get admission in colleges quite easily. And so when I went to this college, I met this principal, and this principal looked at me and she had a little bit of conversation. But one thing remained in my head with regards to this lady. She said to me, she said, when I look at your result of the 10th standard, you have achieved a second class. But when I meet you and when I talk to you, I can see that you are a first class person. Why then is it not happening in your report card? Something must have gone wrong in the 11th standard, and I want to tell you that I believe that you are a first class student and that you are going to achieve great heights. I think I required to have somebody who believed in me. And when I saw this in this principal of mine, she said, you know, you perform well, and I know you're going to do it because you are not going to disappoint me. I think that was the life raft that I was looking out for. I have held her words always in my mind. She said, Ellen, you are not a second class person, you are first class. Let your result reflect who you are. Now you will ask me, what can I do to be more positive? I will tell you what I do. I will share with you what I do to keep myself positive. My mentor, Oprah Winfrey, and much of my positivity comes from the lady. She said one thing. She said, keep a gratitude journal. Find things to be positive. So there are people who, when they wake up, they are grateful for being alive, for breathing a new day, and for living that day. Yes, we are. I follow this gratitude journal because I want to evaluate my day. So every day, I believe that there are things that happen, there are things that I learn, there are things that I am exposed to, there are incidents that take place, and I want to find things that I can be grateful for. I have put 3 things that I need to find that I'm grateful for at the end of the day. I will tell you that there was a student of mine, she's now in France. She messaged me and she said this to me. She said, you know, ma'am, I watched a video, and in this video the person says that if you can find 5 things to be grateful for 30 days, it will increase your positivity. So can we do an exercise of I send you my 5 and you send me your 5? And she knows I'm a person who only breathes and talks and thinks positivity. And so yes, we did do that. Every night she would send me her 5 positives, and I would send her my 5 positives. The positives that we shared with each other were rather detailed, and because we shared this with each other, we really knew what was going on in each other's lives. The second thing I would tell you to do is meditation. What do I mean by meditation? Do a 1-minute meditation. So you wake up, or you are going through something, things are not working out for you, take 1 minute off. There are many free apps which are available on Google Play. Download a meditation app and do a 1-minute, a 5-minute, a 7-minute meditation. See how much of time you have. What does meditation do? Meditation calms you. Meditation helps you to center yourself. Meditation helps you to live in the present and to be aware of the present. And meditation does one thing, it raises your positivity. Today there is a whole trend of mindfulness. So there are also mindful meditations which probably you could do. So a meditation does calm me down. When I'm angry, when I'm upset with situations, I calm myself down by just putting on a meditation, listening to the meditation and following the breathing patterns. You could also, along with your gratitude journal, maintain a kindness journal. So what is a kindness journal? A kindness journal is the little things that you do that are kind to the people around you. So a kind act can be something as simple as getting somebody water, to doing something like helping mommy at home, or helping your brother with something, or talking to a friend, or reaching out to somebody who is in need, somebody who just requires someone to listen to them. So I maintain also a kindness journal. A third thing that you can do, and I think that this is one of the very important things that we don't do, is spending quality time with somebody who has closeness to you, who is important to you, who is a person that matters to you. So this could be your husband or wife, your significant other. This could be a child. This could be a best friend. This could be somebody that you have a close relationship with. Spending a little time, 10 minutes, quality time, talking to this person. What happens is, when we talk about whatever we discuss with somebody close to us, we make ourselves vulnerable. And in making yourself vulnerable to another, it increases positivity. We are all scared of being vulnerable. We are very afraid of how will people value me, how will people look at me. fourth thing that I would tell you to do is a little bit of exercise. You know, Tony Robbins says, you groove when you move. I loved that statement and I remembered that statement. So, 40 minutes of exercise, 40 minutes of walking, aerobics, anything that you can do following a program on TV now that we are on lockdown, raises your positivity because your body gets in motion and the body works better. Also, if you sit in nature, you just sit under a tree, sit in a garden, sit in a park. It's difficult in Mumbai, go and sit and just chill. These are ways that you could be positive. Now I want to say, you know, when you are positive, people are drawn to you. People want a little bit of that warmth, of that light that you have. I mean, think about it. Suppose you have two aunts. And there is this one aunt, when you go and visit her, she's only grumbling. She doesn't welcome you nicely. She looks at you with anger. She talks a little bit with you. And she grumbles about everything that's happening with her health, her life, everything. And then you have another aunt. And this aunt welcomes you to her home, probably with a hug, smiles when she meets you. She offers you the nicest cold drink, the one that you like. She offers you something to eat. And when she talks to you, she wants you to know what nice things are happening to you. And every time you tell her something, even if it is a mistake that you tell her, she says, doesn't matter, you will do better, I know you. Which aunt would you want to visit? I mean, think about it. Now I say introspect, using this example of the aunt, introspect. Am I like aunt number one or am I like aunt number two? What vibe do I release from myself? What is it that is within me that moves out of me? What is the energy that moves out of me? Introspect. I will tell you, if Ellen was a negative person when she was younger and you can see the positive person that she is today, it has happened over a little bit of an exercise, a little bit of following a few things. It is never too late to change. Doesn't matter what you were yesterday, it is the past. We have today, the present, and we have the future. Become the positive person. Be the positive force. So you draw people to you because of your warmth and your kindness. This is teachetgrandma, hoping that all of you who have watched this video take one tiny step to the road to positivity. Bye-bye.